Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another video. What I've got here today is an old school collection. These boxes, until a few days ago, hadn't been opened in 25 years. Yep, the fellow who I got these from started playing right around Ice Age, and I was doing a small job for him. I fixed up his shower. It took me a couple of hours, and I said, hey, instead of me charging you my egregious hourly rate, you told me once you played Magic, do you want to trade your old cards, which I was quite certain of he didn't have, like Power 9 or crazy dual lands or anything like that, as far as I know, and as far as he knew as well, for the work. Because I just kind of like these old school collections, you know? 200 count box, right? Like, if you could smell that, that is a properly aged piece of cardboard box. Anyway, and he said, yeah, sure. He says, don't expect to find anything crazy in there. I said, I don't expect to, but you know, a couple of hours work, what do I have to lose? This is way more fun. So small box or big box first? I don't really know. I'm gonna go with the big box first. Let's go into here. And to be honest, this is what Strange Adventures, 5262 Saxville Street, downtown Halifax. This guy did move here, he told me, from the Maritimes. So I'm in Canada, and he said he moved here from the Maritimes. And this is what our collections look like in the day. Like, you can guarantee that we took cards and used them to divide colors or decks or whatever he had in here. And I will guarantee you there would be, if someone had it, an Ice Age Circle Protection Blue. Is that protection against? Circle Protection Blue. Yeah, Circle Protection Blue. Yeah, guaranteed there would be something like that there. So go through it a bit at a time. I'm just going to check to make sure, yeah, where I'm recording at, so you guys can all get a chance to see what I find here. And if it's a 90s collection, I'm expecting to find some like very heavily played cards, because you see how these cards are not sleeved in here? I guarantee you when he made decks, he did not sleeve them either. All right. How's the view on that? Okay, so he said he's played an Ice Age. Limder's Cohort. Got a Swamp. A super heavily played Dark Ritual. This guy played that a lot. Nice, cool. Alliance's Breeding Pit. That's a cool card. I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, Visions. I had already stopped playing by the time Visions came out, so I don't know. If anyone's watching here, like I assume anyone would actually watch my videos, but if anyone is watching and you see a card of value, like, seriously, put it in the comments. I haven't seen. I put the Breeding Pit aside. Obviously, the revised Dark Ritual has some love for me. I'll probably put that in like a revised 40 deck I might build, or you know, some other old school deck. But yeah, if you see something from another set I'm not familiar with, like, let me know. I'd love to know. So Feast or Famine. Here's a Snow-Covered Swamp. That's kind of cool. I think those have a small amount of value. Gangrenous Zombies. I remember that. Soul Exchange. Sacrifice a creature, but removing it from the game instead of putting it in the graveyard. Take a creature from the graveyard and put it directly into play as though it were just summoned. Put a +2/+2 counter on this creature if the sacrificed creature was a thrall. Interesting. Ebon Praetor. Interesting card. That was a 5/5 for 6. Trample first strike. But during your upkeep, put a -2/-2 counter on him. You can sacrifice a creature during your upkeep to remove that counter. And if the creature sacrificed was a thrall, put a +1/+0 counter on him. Anyway, interesting. Minion of Leshrac. There's another card I remember. I can remember. I don't remember if I played with it, but I remember trying to probably figure out a way to play with it. This guy looks pretty minty. Oh, no, not even. He's been played. Legions of Limdal. It's a zombie. Here's a 4th edition Swamp. That's a nice looking Dark Ritual. I like the art on that. That's cool. Feast of the Unicorn. Target creature gets +4/+0 for 4 mana. Jeez. Another Snow-Covered Swamp. Another Soul Exchange. More Snow-Covered Swamps. Okay. We got another Limdol's Cohort. A Zombie Master. Another Snow-Covered Swamp. Another Zombie Master. This one from Revised. Cool. One of my favorites of all time. Fallen Angel. What a wicked card. Love that. Swamp again. Limdol's Cohort. Oh, no, sorry, Legion's Limdol. Oh, a revised Lord of the Pit, sweet. And a 5th edition Dark Ritual. Another Breeding Pit, that's cool. Snow-covered Swamp. Forbidden Ritual. Ooh, for 2 black and 2 others. Sacrifice a card in play. Target opponent loses 2 life unless he or she sacrifices a permanent or chooses and discards a card. You may repeat this process as many times as you like. Interesting. Feast of the Unicorn. Alternate art. Another Swamp. More snow-covered Swamp. Gangrenous Zombies. A Breeding Pit. More snow-covered swamps. Hexacomb. Hecatomb. I don't remember ever pulling this myself. When Hecatomb comes into play, sacrifice 4 creatures. Woo! 0. Tap target swamp you control to have Hecatomb deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So you sacrifice 4 creatures and then your swamps basically become prodigal sorcerers. I wonder if there's a way to make that work. Cool. A 4th edition Animate Dead. That's a nice card. Still useful, relevant today. Dark Ritual. Revised. Howl from Beyond. Revised. Another Zombie Master. But from 4th, the Gangrenous Zombies. Legions of Limdol. A Swamp. Howl from Beyond. Dance of the Dead. Cool. Limdol's Cohort. Gangrenous Zombies. Swampy. Legions. A Bad Moon. All creatures get +1/+1. All black creatures. Feast or Famine. Sea Singer. That was a sweet art. Sunken City. So many memories. I remember pulling these cards out of packs. Arcane Denial. Man, can you believe I've probably spent already so much time on this video and I barely made it into this. That's what I love about pulling out stuff like this. You know, this is like just as good as a booster was back in those days. Snow-covered Island, cool. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. And it's always gonna, in the case of this, it's always gonna be something I wanna see. So I'm happy. Illusionary Terrain. Cumulative Upkeep on that one. Islands, Phantasmal Terrain, Apprentice Wizard, Unstable Mutation from Revised, Inspiration, nice, I feel inspired, more Revised Mana, Phantasmal Terrain, Snow-covered Island, nice, Azuran Spellcaster, is that any good? Kukamisa Serpent, Island Home, if defending player controls no islands, this creature cannot attack. If you control no islands, bury this creature, wow. Awesome. It's a 4/3 for 4. Sacrifice an island. Target land and opponent controls is an island until end of turn. More Unstables. I guess I'm wondering, is this like this guy's deck? A black blue thing? I don't know. Doesn't really feel like it. Ray of Command. Dan. Yeah, I'm not sure this was a deck or anything. Arcane Denial. Counter a spell. That's a way to counter a spell. Okay. Ray of Command, Islands, Sea Serpent, Soul Singer, Arcane Denial, Islands, Snow-covered Island, another one of those. I think those have a little value. I have been putting them to the side. Another Snow-covered. Alright. And another Snow-covered. Cool. And another Unstable. Alright, let's get this stack of cards over to the side. So we made it through the first folded card worth of cards. Let's see what's in the next set. So that he folded an Aurochs. Oh, wasted. Then we got Everglade. Everglade comes into play. Return an untapped swamp you control to owner's hand or bury Everglades. Add 1 black and 1 colorless to your mana pool. Plains. This is maybe, I guess, like a mana section. Seeing a bunch of Ice Age plains there. Some revised plains. Ice Age regular mountains. Nope, nothing snow covered there. Floodplain. That's from Tempest with the Tree. Visions. Karoo. Karoo comes into play. Tap. When Karoo comes into play, return an untapped plains you control to owner's hand or bury Karoo, and you add colorless in addition to a plains there. Okay, Castle Sengir. That's cool. I mean, just for the flavor. Koskin Keep. I think this is the mana base here. Glacial Chasms. Land Cap. Ice Age Painlands. Ooh, Ice Flow. Okay, we got a bunch of Chronicles reprints for the Urza lands right here. There's this tower, power plants, mines, right, so that's a bunch of mana. Cool. What's in the next divider? Here we got Shield of the Ages. Prevent 1 damage to you for 2 mana. Woo. A Felden's King. Another. I remember when all our decks had like a Felden's King in them. Like, just in case I run out of cards when I'm playing you, because the games go on for so long, because my deck is very slow. Sisay's Ring from Visions. Cool. I don't remember, does that card have any value? Who knows? Alright. We got the Hive. Ashnod's Altar from 4th. A Throne of Bone. A red mana battery. Urza's Glasses. Aether Glider. Cursed Rack. Library of Lang. Vinehorn Bow. Helm of Chatzuk. Target creature gains banding until the end of turn. Wow, for 1. Banding was a thing. Sunstone. Kronos' Wand. Onyx Talisman. And another Sunstone. Cool. A Rune Sword. A Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, get rid of that guy's graveyard. Living Armor. Another Onyx Talisman. I remember pulling that from Ice Age packs. Alright. What's another one? And done. Ooh, Fire Covenant. Actually, that's a cool card. So, for 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 red, Fire Covenant deals X damage divided any way you choose among any number of target creatures, where X is equal to the amount of life you pay. So it's not mana. Effects that prevent or redirect damage cannot be used to counter slots life. It's a good finisher card, and I think it might have a home in a 7-point singleton deck. Fumarole. Huh. Pay 3 life to destroy target creature and land. And target land. Effects that prevent. Interesting. But it costs a lot to play. So here's another Chronicles reprint of an Elder Dragon, Giant Trapdoor Spider, Ankh of Mishra. Interesting. So that's a new art for that card. It must be 5th edition, 1997. Here's the Sisay's Ring again, and here's some 5th or 4th edition Crystal Golem, Skull Catapults, War Chariots, Joven's Tools, War Chariot, Fountain of Youth, Battering Ram, a Flying Carpet from Revised, flying right in there, Conservator, Battering Ram, War Chariot again, Nacre Talisman. I can again remember pulling these. I pulled a lot of Ice Age. Arkham Slay. Man, I wish when I pulled these they were good cards. They're still not really good cards today, are they? Crystal Rod. More Shields of the Ages. Scarab of the Unseen. Rune Sword. Kei Takahashi. Wait, did I say it right? Oh, sorry. Kei Takahashi. Nature's Blessing. Battleizing Catapult. Chromatic Armor. Old Tobias Andrian. More Chromatic Armor. Spectral Shields. There he is again. Look at this. Glaciers. Ooh. Wish this was a Legends there, eh? Just a Chronicles reprint of the Legends. Diabolic Vision. Oof, that guy is like freaking creepy, man. And this can't be reprinted, right? That art's like not cool anymore, I'm sure. Elemental Augury and a Nicol Bolas. Alright. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in one shot here, but hey, we'll try. I think I'll get halfway into this and I'll make another video. You know, so that's the thing here. Okay, so Order of Lightbeard, that's actually a pretty good card. I'll just go through. I don't think I have to name the cards. I'm sure everyone can see them, I hope. Afterlife. And here I go naming the cards anyway. So, like, these cards are kind of, you know, they're old and they're awesome. And I just did a video about Magic 30, the new release there. And you know what? Those cards, I mean, to me anyway, they're not old and awesome. They're not, I mean, obviously not old, but they're not awesome. Like, a bunch of proxy cards, right? They're going to have a Magic 30 thing on them. They're going to have, like, different backs. I mean, they're going to be ridiculously expensive for what they are. Like, I don't know. I love these old cards. I love the way they feel and stuff like that. And I know the new ones are not going to feel like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing who those are interesting to. They're not interesting to me that much. Cooperation. Target creature gains banding. So it's like, what was the one? The Helm of Chatsuk. This is a two colorless, one white, and it's an enchant creature. Interesting, same effect. You see certain things get reprinted, but like in different ways all the time with Magic. So def word. Okay. Let me go through this here. Disenchant. Let me see if I find anything that I martyred them. I don't think any of these are really super. Inheritance. Icatian Town. I don't. Reinforcements. Wild. Aether. Mesa Falcon. Kajoran Escorts. I don't think any of these are. Kajoran Pride. Unlikely Alliance. Kajoran Escort. Kajoran Pride. Warnings. Errant Duty. Armor of Faith. Some more of those. I can find something interesting in here. So far, not so much Holy Armors. But, you know, like cool little cards all the same. Pikeman. There's a banding and first strike. There's a solid guy. And here's the Benlish Hero. Another solid. All bunch of banders here. Kajoran Warrior. Kajoran Guard. Dabnot Archer. Cupid's the Faith. Another Legends reprint. Yeah, so, you know, a lot of Homelands, a lot of Ice Age. Not a lot of exciting cards in here. Still, you know, good old cards. Azen Crusader. Gets power and toughness equal to 2 plus the number of heroes you can control. So who's a hero? Seeker. Another reprint. The Green Scarab. I remember this guy. Kelsinko Ranger. I thought he was like such a KGB badass type of old guy here when I was a kid. Target green creature gains first strike until the end of turn. Ooh, Elvish Hero. Healer. Cool art. Rally. Okay. Cold stuff. What do we got here? Blue Scarab. Another Scarab. Adakar Unicorn. Man. More Elephant. Brainwash. Rally. What do we got? Seeker. Snowhound. Trade Caravan. Warning. Arctic Fox. Arson's Aura. Did I say no? Aronson's Aura. Snowhound. Ivory Guardians. Icatan Money Changer. Cold Snap. Shield Bearer. More Circle of Protections. I think it's probably got all the circles, I would guess. Circle, circle, circle. And some words. Just for good measure. If the game wasn't slow enough. Here you go. Here's some more circles and some words. Alright, this will be the last stack before I stop the video and, you know, move on to another, because I'm sure it's been a good 10 solid minutes, 10, 12, maybe even 15 minutes. And I'm still kind of looking for finding an exciting card in here to show you guys. But, you know, old cards all the same. Surin, Spellcaster, Merfolk's here. So cool counterspell. This is my favorite art for counterspell. Personally. I think it's a great one. The original is pretty cool too. Control Magic. That's a good card. Just a good card in general. Brainstorm. That's a good card from Ice Age, actually. That was a useful, playable, nice card to have. Here's another Brainstorm. What am I doing? Portent. What do I got here? Snow Devil. Arngelot's Ascent. What a name, Arngelot. Awesome Presence. Is it awesome? Enchanted creature cannot be blocked unless defending player pays an additional 3 for each creature assigned to block enchanted creature. Yeah, it's probably not going to get blocked. Breath of Dreams. Each green creatures each require an additional upkeep, cumulative upkeep of 1. And this has a cumulative upkeep. That whole green-blue battle back then, eh? Hey, that's this lady looks straight from Alliance. Says, hey, is that the one on the cover? Benthic Explorers. It's a Merfolk untap. Target tap land and opponent controls to add 1 mana of any type that land produces to your mana pool. So Devi Heretic, Mystic Veil, Stream Tides. Okay, we got Vanishing, Ray of Erasure. Force Void, cool card. Actually, I think that's an awesome card. Phantasmal Mount, it's got to be an Melissa Benson art. Enchantment Alteration, Errant Minions, Psychic Venom, Pirate Ship. Feedback, classic card, Quentin Hoover art. Flood, Glacial Wall, Power Sink. Oh, I didn't even realize Ice Age has a Power Sink. That's cool. That's cool. I got almost a full playset of them now in that version. Awesome counterspell, Power Leak, Giant Oyster, Word of Undoing, an Illusionary Wall. More walls, Wall of Vapor. Oh, there's a little bit of a valuable card. Nice to see. I see that popping up there. There's Clairvoyance, and then we got, hey, look, two Mystic Remors and a couple of Timmies. 1, 2, 3, 4 Timmies. Nice. Ping you for 1. Essence Flare. More Brainstorms. That's cool. Okay, so we're starting to get some cool value cards here. It's not, didn't get totally hosed. I mean, not like I'm saying that guy was trying to hose me. I wasn't trying to hose him either. We're just trading some cards for some time. Alright, a Jump, a Sea Spirits, Jump, Flight, a lot of things. Sinbad, reprint. Counters. Okay. Memory Lapse. Baldurin Conjurer. Reef Pirates. Breeze Keeper. 4/4 for 5. It's flying and it's phasing. Knights of Mists. More Jumps. Wind Spirits. 2 different arts for Wind Spirits. Another Feedback. Anti-Magic Aura. That's an interesting card there. Ali from Cairo, Memories. Remove Soul. Krovikan Sorcerer. Voldaran Soldiers. More Merfolk. Spell Blast. Hydroblast. That's a classic card there too. Clairvoyance, Essence Flare, Tidal Wave, Thirst, Merfolk Raiders, a Boomerang. Hey, more Mystic Remoras. That's cool. Oh, how many of these we got here? 2 more. Nice, sweet. A Giant Albatross and a few different art. Illusionary Forces. Man, I pulled a lot of those from packs back in the day. Cool. Awesome Presence, Phantasmal Terrain. An Updraft. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep for 2. Just the value, the mana value of what you get for it in this set wasn't really there for a lot of cards like that. Labyrinth Minotaur, a couple different art. Binding Grasp, Coral Reef, Baki's Curse, Dark Maze. We got Baldurin Shaman. I mean, is that Quentin Hoover? Yeah, it's Quentin Hoover. You know what? Somehow the art from this reminds me of the art from Feedback. Just like, you know, anyway, I'll put this here, and if I get another Feedback, I'm going to point it out again. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident, Latnam's Legacy, Foresight, Enervate, Jinx. Target land becomes a basic land type of your choice until end of turn. Draw a card. Safari's Drake, Unstable Mutation, Unsummon, Word of Undoing, Apprentice Wizard, Sleight of Mind, Deep Water and High Tide, Wall of Wonder, Wrath of Merit Large. I don't remember this one. When Wrath of Merit Large comes into play, tap all red creatures. Red creatures do not untap during their controller's untap phase. Brutal. That would be brutal. And a short. Remove Soul. Silver Ernie? Irony? I don't know. It's flying, it's trample. It's a bird. For 2/2 for 4. Humrid Warrior. Nice alternate art. Another Humrid. Ghost Ship. Power Sink. There, I got my full playset. And Mind Bomb. Awesome. Alright, so let me go find that Feedback really, really quick. And you just tell me, this is how I'm going to end the video. I'm going to find that Feedback here somewhere. I think it was Hydroblast. Yeah, it was definitely before the Hydroblast. Oh my god, you guys have been through a lot of cards with me here tonight. It's around the Brainstorms, I thought. No, Prodigals. Okay, not far enough. Oh, was that it there? No, power sink. Okay, here's the other power sinks actually. So there's a place at power sinks. So this here is close. I'm sure. Nope. Almost. These are these guys. Remember those. Okay, come on. I hope I haven't gone past it like a couple of times already. Dang it. Alright. Wait, hopefully maybe it was like right here at the very beginning. Nope. Lost it. So, alright. I promise to find it, and then if I don't find it right away right now, I'm going to find it on the next video and show you what I mean. How the Balduvian Shaman reminds me of the feedback. Thanks for tuning in, guys, for a video, and I'll do another one later. Cheers.